A sexy layered shape, leaving length on the roundness of the head, creating volume and movement. Prior to commencing technique, it is important to choose the correct length and shape, taking into account hair texture and face shape. Before shampooing, check hairline and crown area for uneven patterns. This will help you with any unpredictable movement as you progress. Take a large rectangular panel from the temple to just in front of the crown. A second rectangular panel is extended from this point to the nape. This will leave you with two sections either side of the head. Start by taking a section on the highest point of the head. This runs just above the crown to the front hairline. Cut this section to your desired length. It is important to remember the length you cut will define the overall shape for the rest of the haircut. Subsequent sections are taken across the head using your first section as a guide. Each section is lifted straight up. A square line is cut. It is essential your client is sitting in an upright position with arms and legs uncrossed. Parallel sections are taken towards the front hairline, working straight out from the head. The last three sections are over-directed back to maintain length around the front hairline. vertical section is taken over the ear. Pull the hair straight out from the head. Working over your fingers, create a square line using your top section as a guide. To accentuate length through the outline, over-direct your fingers out slightly. Continue with vertical sections. Each section is over-directed to the previous section to build up length and weight through the front hairline. Sections behind the ear are now over-directed slightly forward to build up length and weight on the curve of the head. Take horizontal sections and cross-check the top and sides using a wide-tooth comb. Be careful not to cut into your guideline length. Repeat this technique on the opposite side. Particular attention should be paid to your body position. Ensure you stood behind your client, working over your fingers at all times. Each section is over-directed to the previous section to build up length and weight through the front hairline. Sections behind the ear are now over-directed slightly forward to build up length and weight on the curve of the head. Cross-check your side panel. To cut the back area, a vertical section is taken from the crown to the nape. Using your previously cut top section as a guide, lift this section straight out and cut a square line. It is vital when cutting this section the hair comes straight out from the head. This forms the guideline for the back area. Subsequent sections are over-directed back to the previous section. Again, this will create length and weight on the curve of the head. Repeat this technique on the opposite side. Subsequent sections are over-directed back to the previous section. Ensure you blend your side sections into the small square center section in the back area. Cut your baseline to desired length using a pointing technique. Now, refine your outline shape. Now use freehand techniques to personalize the fringe. Use a point cutting technique to soften the corners that rest on the curvature of the head. Avoid altering your initial shape. Here is the finished result. This square layering technique is arguably one of the most commercial and popular looks within the modern salon environment. This technique epitomizes mahogany's modern foundation classics.